Hey guys, and welcome back to your monthly moon messages. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about the upcoming new moon. We're going to be going over 5 major themes that are happening in the collective, and we're also going to talk about Uranus going retrograde, okay? And then don't forget to stay tuned until the end because we will be doing a pick a card for your moon message. So, first thing I want to talk about is the new moon. We are having on August 27th. It will be happening at 3:17 a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, this new moon will be in the sign of Virgo. So the first thing that came up in this Virgo energy is head versus heart, okay? There's a time and a place for both. Now, sometimes we really need to drop into our heart and feel the emotions to get the answer. I am one that always tell people we should listen to our heart and get out of our heads. However, there is a place for logic and reason, and sometimes we do need to listen to the head. We have to be careful with the Virgo energy that we don't overthink things. Do not overcomplicate things, okay? So I want to make that as an awareness. However, in this new moon energy, which to choose? Why not both? Why not a little bit of each? Why not incorporate them both to get that final decision? There might be a little bit of mixing of energies, and that's where the answer is going to lie. Is it head? Is it heart? I don't know. Maybe it's both, okay? The second thing that came up, second theme that came up in the collective is that this is a recalibration period. This is a recalibration time. So what does that mean? Maybe we have to go back and reset. Maybe we have to revisit some things. Maybe we need to adjust. Is it time to maybe not act, maybe not force, maybe not try, but just go back and breathe and reset. Sometime our internal compass, our internal clock, our internal mindset, whatever it is, just needs a resetting. We have to just go back and make some slight adjustments of any, not turn the knob all the way up to full force, right? Maybe we just kind of do a recalibration, right? What worked in the past? Oh, let's make a slight nudge, a slight adjustment, right? Or a complete reset might be needing, going, oh, okay, I'm all the way at 100. I need to go back to 0 to reset. But we're going to be recalibrating our energy. So we might have been completely burning out, giving and giving and giving and giving, which led to exhaustion. So now how do I get to recalibrate? Well, first I gotta go back to 0 and reset, right? And so if you're at that exhaustion energy, let's go back and reset first and then find your center balance point, right? Because we don't ever want to be in 0. We don't want to be all the way here full force at 100. And so I think recalibrating back to that neutral point, that neutrality set point, and just allowing yourself to breathe and reset. If you're kind of there and you've been fluctuating, it might be like small adjustments. Okay, like this, let me adjust this, but it's like recalibrating what needs to be recalibrating. Time is coming in as a major theme around this. So might be your time management, but also how you're giving your energy, right? And so you're not ending up depleted. So let's recalibrate where it needs to be so we can be as close to this middle path as possible. We're not all the way over here, right? And we're not all the way here. But if we need to reset, that's fine. Set first, reset, and then bring your back to your center, right? That's where the balance is going to be, okay? So recalibration time is definitely coming up in the energies. The third thing I want to talk about is a chakra that will be affected around this time, and it is the root chakra, okay? The main theme around this is grounding, which makes sense because Virgo, the new moon is in Virgo, and Virgo is an earth sign, and grounding is going to be key, especially when we're making this head versus heart decision. If we are not grounded, we might be overthinking and overcomplicated, right? Or we're not fully, or we're like way too listening to the emotions and daydreaming in the future. And so I feel like when we're grounded, we can make that decision from head versus heart. I feel like when we're grounded, we can then recenter and balance or calibrate. I feel like grounding, and maybe that's something you want to start doing every day, to kind of set your day around this time, is going to be really important, especially if you can connect like the soles of your feet to the soles of earth. Like whatever grounding practice you do is fine, but like literally this is a time to like connect with Mother Earth, get your hands dirty, go garden, do something to physically touch Mother Earth. It feels like I really need to ground physically with her. This is going to be really important around this time. Your chakra might also be a little bit sensitive. You could wear some red colors, work with some red crystals, red candles, red incense, stuff like that. You could also do as well. So the fourth thing I do want to talk about, this is a time to reconnect with yourself. Okay, it is. And even as we go maybe full force over here, when I reset, I can't just go back to those old routines. I have to like calm the mind, reset, take some time for me, maybe a bubble bath, maybe some meditation, maybe some breath work, because I just need to sit with my energies, especially being grounding. Maybe I'm going to go meditate in a field alone. This is like a time to just connect with who you truly are, outside of everyone else and outside of everything else, and just spend some time alone. Sure, it can be in nature, it can be going on a long walk, it can be anything, but it's really a time to just spend time getting to know you, maybe even like, oh, what do I like? Like, who am I outside of this job, this marriage? Like, finding yourself again. There is this energy just like reconnecting with you, your true self, okay? Now, the fifth thing we're going to talk about today is Uranus, right? Uranus is going retrograde. So Uranus is now joining Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Chiron. Chiron is not a planet, but I still bring it in there. And we also have, what planet am I missing? Neptune. So there are 5 planets. Well, 4 in Chiron are retrograde now. So now Uranus wants to join the party. It's a party. We got all the planets retrograde, right? So Uranus will be retrograde from August 24th all the way to January 23rd. Now let's talk about what Uranus is all about. Well, Uranus is the planet of rebellion. It is literally bringing revolutionary rebellion and change. So with this, you may be feeling it's time to go against the grain. This is okay. We have to rebel, we'll speak out, fight up, standing up for ourselves. That is fine, because we're going against the grain for our highest and best. Things that were working, all of a sudden you're like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. This is not me. And you're like speaking up and standing out. And that's causing you to go against the grain from your daily routines, against from maybe other people's opinions, like whatever it is. You're finding maybe your voice, and you really are stepping into rebellion energy. But again, it's aligning with your higher self, or it is happening for your highest best, okay? Some of this might even feel a little bit uncomfortable, but sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone. That's where true growth happens. So getting a little bit uncomfortable to bring these lasting changes, right? Aligning us with our highest timeline, okay? So this is going on in the sign of Taurus. Uranus will start off retrograde in Taurus. And so what we need to know, this might affect your home. It might affect your stability, your security, your money, your finances, stuff like that, even your values. This all may be coming up into question, into play during this time. So if you're starting to reevaluate those things, don't worry. Uranus is doing its job. This is a time to reflect and wonder what's going on. Oh, why is this happening? Why am I spending all this money? Is this really valuable to me anymore? Is this person valuable to me anymore? Like, you might be considering a bunch of the stuff this time. But at the same time, while Uranus is going retrograde, we are getting unstuck. We are getting unstuck from old behaviors, old patterns, things that are no longer serving our highest good. And so as it comes up, it might feel uncomfortable. But again, as soon as we actually let go and don't fight it, we'll be in that flow state. And even as you let go and don't fight it, it might be going against the grain, right? And so if all of a sudden you're like acting differently and it's feeling funny, accept this is part of the process to get you there. Be uncomfortable to get yourself comfortable, okay? Because you will get yourself unstuck. The change will come. We're going to move all those stagnant energies. So this is really important. Other things to look out for this time, like what is holding you back? What kind of limitations is going on? What kind of resistance? Anything that is standing in your way. This is a time to push forward and break free from all these limitations, break free from the resistance. Like, what is going on that's stopping you from holding you back? Is it your mindset? Is it a person? Is it a place? Like, whatever that is for you, I think this could be a time where reevaluating things, right? Is this serving me anymore? Did I outgrow this, right? And so that stuff might be coming up, but again, it might be coming out in rebellion ways. I'm rebelling against my boundaries. I'm rebelling against limitations. But again, just remember, it's not this act of, oh my God, F you, and I'm just, right? I'm rebelling for my highest and best. It's coming up to push you forth. It's coming up to push you outside of your comfort zone. So all of that rebellion, know that it's happening for your highest and best. It's your higher self trying to get your attention and say, hey, I want you over here, and you're not listening, so I'm going to get you over here. So we're going to use Uranus, and we're going to push you forward. And so you might feel like I got to speak up, and I got to shout out, and I got to rebel and go against the grain. That is all fine. Uranus is here to help us, okay? And just keep in mind, this will be going on throughout the end of the year. And it is all helping us to get us back on our ideal timelines so we can match up with the energies of our soul contracts of why we came here, okay? All right, so now it's time for our pick a card reading. So I just want you guys to decide on a number between 1 and 3. And we will pick a card here from my Moonology deck. And you guys can check the description of the video because I will have timestamps in there as well. So let's just get card 1. And if you guys chose card 1, let's see. This will be your moon message during this new moon cycle. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay. As we're actually just leaving Leo seasons and transitioning into Virgo season, right? Full moon in Leo. So full moon's about completing things, okay? And we might have been doing really well, and Uranus might come in and knock you off a peg or two, but that's okay, right? Don't fight out in this rebellion ways of like with that anger that I was talking about, but okay, right? Let me challenge it. Let me understand it. Let me figure out what I can do to align it with my new values, because maybe those old values served me, but they don't anymore. So don't get stuck in that very stubborn way of, oh, right? Because as we get, I was saying, we get uncomfortable, we have 2 different responses with that. Don't let pride be one of the ways that ends up being your downfall while Uranus is trying to push you forward, okay? So rebel out in a healthy way, right? Because there's healthy anger and unhealthy anger. So there's going to be a healthy rebellion and an unhealthy rebellion. So let's go with the flow. Even though it is going against the grain, we can still go with the flow against the grain, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right, let's go choose card 2. You guys chose card 2 during this full moon cycle, then this is your card. I love it. Don't let your past hold you back, your South Node, right? So this is just a reminder, right? The past can't define you. Don't let that become a moment of your self-worth. Oh my God, I didn't accomplish this. I'm a failure. Oh my God, I'm not good enough. Oh my God, I can't do this. I have these negative thoughts about myself. Whatever is something you maybe didn't accomplish or didn't do or something in the past, don't let that be a reason you can't pick something back up and start again. Don't let what somebody told you about yourself in the past determine who you are today. I don't care whatever happened in the past. It doesn't even have to be a failure. But whatever happened in the past, well, it's in the past, right? And where are you today? You're in the present. Don't let your past affect your present, because if it's affecting your present, it will affect your future. Let all of that go. Why? For you, because you deserve that future you desire, right? So letting go of the past frees you in the present, and then you can create the future you desire in the present, and then it will manifest in your future, right? Okay. All right. Card 2. And if you chose number 3, card number 3, here is your moon message. Okay. What do we got? Nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. So if we're waiting for an answer, if we're waiting for a decision, here's where free will comes in, right? Because it's always fate and free will meet together. And so we do have destiny. We do have soul contracts. We do have fate. You will get there eventually, but because we go through that veil of forgetfulness, because we can't remember what these soul contracts are, the free will energy is huge. It has a big play in all of this. And our angels and our spirit guides can't interfere too much. They kind of sit back and wait. Sure, we can speak out and ask them for help, and they will nudge us and guide us if we get too far away from our fate and destiny. But again, they do give us some leeway. Okay, you have some time. You figure it out. If you get too off course, I'll get you back on it. But nothing yet is set in stone, because it's both of the energies coming together. I'm also feeling with this, there's no need to rush, okay? So if we don't know that final answer, if we don't know that final destination, it's because you have some leeway. You have some leeway with free will, so enjoy that ride. You will eventually get to that fate and destiny, I promise you. That will happen, right? So enjoy the process getting there, and there's no need, I don't know, to rush to know the answer, to have this figured out today, okay? So card 3, that is your card. And thank you guys all so much for watching. And we're going to wrap up your moon video right here. If you got anything out of this video, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button this way. I know you got something that resonated. If you guys haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And there's a bell too. I want you to hit the bell and turn on all notifications, because I do daily videos. I don't want you guys to miss out on any upcoming messages. That next message just might be the message that you need to hear today. All right, my loves. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, be blessed.